The Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has rejected Tamil Nadu's proposals to build metro rail systems in Coimbatore and Madurai, stating that both cities failed to meet the population and ridership norms outlined in the 2017 metro rail policy. Tamil Nadu had sought approval under a 50:50 equity sharing model with the centre, but the centre said no to the proposal. Chief Minister MK Stalin strongly condemned the centre's decision, calling it biased and accusing the union government of political discrimination. In a post on X, he said, "A government should serve without bias." Yet, the union BJP government treats Tamil Nadu democratic choice as a reason for revenge. He added that BJP-ruled states receive metro projects for smaller Tier 2 cities, while opposition-ruled states are denied similar opportunities. Stalin also recalled earlier attempts by the centre to stall Chennai Metro, stating that the state had overcome them. He vowed to secure metro rail projects for Madurai and Coimbatore with the same determination. These are the key reasons cited by the centre for turning down the project. Coimbatore, with 15.8 lakh people, and Madurai, with 15 lakh, fall short of the 2 million minimum mandated under the metro rail policy. Coimbatore's DPR projected 5.9 lakh daily riders on a 34-kilometer network. This is even higher than Chennai Metro Phase 1, which recorded around 4 lakh riders on 55 km as of February 2025. The ministry said such projections are unlikely and unrealistic. The ministry noted that average trip lengths in the city are short, typically 6 to 8 km, and road traffic speeds of 30 to 34 km per hour are nearly the same as metro speeds. This means commuters would save just 2 to 3 minutes, reducing the chances of shifting to the metro. Many stretches lie on the 7 to 12 meter narrow roads, making elevated structures and 22 meter stations technically challenging without extensive demolition. The ministry dismissed the DPR's assumption of completing the project in 3 years, calling it impractical. The centre gave the same response regarding the Madurai Metro Rail project. The ministry said Madurai's comprehensive mobility plan shows current travel demand supports a bus rapid transit system, not a metro. Calling metro systems highly cost-intensive, the ministry has returned both DPRs to the Tamil Nadu government. We reached out to transport activist Dayanand Krishnan and J. Satish, core committee member of Coimbatore NXT, on the union government's rejection of the metro projects. Here is what they have to say.
My name is Dayanand Krishnan, transport activist from Chennai. So let's see the major first reason, the population issue. Same as Coimbatore and Madurai, there are other metro rail projects which are being approved by the union government, Agra, Thane, Bhopal and Patna, which have a population less than 20 lakhs as per metro rail policy 2017. These projects, Agra especially and Bhopal, were approved in the year 2019 after the metro rail policy was formed. So on what basis these metro rail projects are approved, we are not clear. Now they have dropped, they have returned the Madurai and Coimbatore, stating that as per 2011 census, it is below 20 lakhs. Whereas there are projects in hand, as an example, like earlier the union government has approved. Now this shows some kind of disparity between the states. So it's high time the MHOA should reconsider its decision. The next reason is the cost intensive they have claimed. See, these two projects put together, Coimbatore is around 10,400 crores and the Madurai Metro Rail is around 11,350 crores. So these two projects, just deducting the land acquisition and resettlement, it totally works. The equity part and subordinate debt put together, the union government component will be hardly 3,000 crores. So any project, if you take, it will take 4 years time to get implemented, metro rail projects, and just an outlay of 750 crores from the union government will be the direct fund required. And just looking at the growth of Coimbatore and Madurai, which has a high population density, the recent 2024 water population itself for Coimbatore is around 30 lakh and the Madurai is around 26 lakhs. So there is a spurt of population. Considering that population, spending just 750 crores annually is not a big amount, and we cannot claim that these are very cost intensive projects, where in India at the same time where we are spending around more than 1 lakh crores for a bullet train which only has a possibility to take thousands of people, whereas these kind of metro rail systems which are very need of the hour for the urban population, for the middle class and the lower middle class, where they can afford the public transport at a better ease, and the air conditioned transport is available. Chennai Metro itself is an example. It is a long pending demand of these people, especially Coimbatore. From 2010 they are demanding, and it is having a high per capita income. So for Coimbatore and Madurai, it's high time the Ministry of Housing Urban Affairs should definitely approve these projects, and it should be implemented immediately.
In 2010, Coimbatore was selected along with 10 other cities in the country to create a metro train facility. And then Mr. E. Sridharan, the Metro Man of India, came to Coimbatore to do the feasibility study on all the routes. And then he was pretty convinced that Coimbatore needs this facility. And then Coimbatore, the DPR was prepared. And in July 2023, it was sent to Government of India for approval. But we are shocked to know that, the papers have been sent back, and then the approval is denied. And we think Coimbatore deserves a metro train facility because, Coimbatore is the second biggest city in the state of Tamil Nadu, which is contributing almost 11% to the, growing at 11% year on year. And then it is the 10th biggest GDP city in the country. So there is a lot of activity happening in Coimbatore, be it education, environment, or be it about healthcare or industry, or the recent IT sectors that's come in. So Coimbatore deserves metro, and there's a lot of vehicular movement and a very high urban density in Coimbatore, and we were all hopeful that metro train would be provided for easy movement of public from one place to the other, which is the safe and most efficient mode of transport. And it's also a very ecologically very beneficial mode of transport because it doesn't pollute the environment. We are shocked to know that the facility is not going to come in the near future. We urge both the governments to sit together and see and sort out whatever is to be done, and then see to it that the metro facility is created in Coimbatore. The other modes of transport that's been suggested doesn't look okay for us, whether it's the the bus transport facility or the other monorail facility and all. I think it's nowhere to be seen in the country. And why should you choose Coimbatore for that? So we would urge both the governments to sit down and see what are the differences and see to it that it's sorted out and the facility is done at the earliest, which will help Coimbatore sustain that growth momentum.